record part of this just so that I don't have to repeat myself. Okay, yeah, so I'm going to go over a few things again now that Fawn has hopped on and Jeff. The most important thing is you have everything you need in 4% and Techademics with the basic training to build your foundation. And it's important that you go through those tutorials and trainings because they're there for a reason. They're not just there for us to give away. They're there to help us build our own foundation, because the training is there to help you get more engagement on Facebook, to help you get more leads, to help you build your list, to help you build Instagram. And when you go through that training and you have a solid foundation from finishing that training, then I can guide you what to do further and beyond that. So my success comes from bringing my leads from Instagram, where I have 12 accounts. I have it automated by a software called Follow Liker. It was a $100 one-time payment, and then I never have to pay anything again. So I have 12 accounts automated there, and I have the specific training on how to set all that up. That the most important thing is to get 3 of your own accounts set up first and running so that you can understand the process and how it happens. And then is when you can set up the automation. Because I never have to look at my Instagram anymore. Instagram is something that can be very time consuming when you have the liking and the following and the unfollowing and the messaging. But when it's automated, I don't even have to look at it anymore. My daughter does my posting for me. I do my own pictures and she posts it for me. Yeah, and the messaging is done on Facebook.
Okay.
And
that's some of my questions is how, I honestly don't have a lot of time. So what you're telling me, I'm thinking, how in the world am I going to have time to do all that?
It doesn't take much time.
Yeah.
Once
Okay.
you set up, I don't even look at my messages on Instagram anymore, because I figure I have so many leads coming from Instagram already to Facebook that I don't have time to go in and look at the messages there. And they've been messaged from me in an automatic message. And I believe that if they're hungry enough and they want to learn enough, they're going to follow my instructions and they're going to follow me on Facebook for more information.
Okay.
Because I have an automated message that goes to them to tell them to follow me on Facebook. So the messages alone, pardon me, Misty?
I was going to say, maybe clarify the automated process so she'll see how easy it is and it's not really difficult, but the hardest part is getting set up.
Yeah,
but once it's automated,
definitely.
Yeah, you'll go to town after that.
Follow Liker automates it for me. So
Okay.
I just set it up to like everything and follow or unfollow, which is all in that training that I have that I'll give to you when you're ready for it. So it does everything for me. So I wake up in the morning and I've got this list of friend requests on Facebook that have all come to me from Instagram. So I know that when I get my friend requests in the morning, a lot of them come from Instagram. So first thing I do is say, hello, what inspired you to send me a friend request today? Then they'll tell me. Then my first answer to them is, I always ask this question because I get lots, I'll say 50 to 100. You could say, I get many leads from Instagram, from my marketing on Instagram, and I like to know where my followers are coming from. So then they're like, oh, she gets leads on it. You're piquing their curiosity, okay, from those leads. And that's how I start with them. And then they're like, well, how do you do that? Or what do you do? Mm-hmm. And that's when you can tell them how you help people to grow their business, and that the way you do that is explained in your personal intro video, which if they watch the personal introduction video, they'll learn exactly how this is done. Now, I have my own personal video that I've done that's like 1 or 2 minutes long, and that's the best way to do it. Mm-hmm. But if you're not ready to do your own personal video, you can say, I have an introduction video for you that will explain exactly how this is done. And that's a lot nicer way to tell people to look at your video rather than to tell them, here's my link, watch the video. They know it's a sales pitch.
Right.
You don't want to do that. You don't want to be like everyone else. So I found that telling them, watch my introduction video. I say my personal introduction video because I have a video of myself before Vic's video. So instead, you can just say, watch my video, which will explain exactly how this is done. That creates a little more interest. So, Fon, do you have any questions?
Yeah, my main question was really about Instagram, but from the way you are explaining it, I'm starting to get it very clear.
Good.
Because Instagram is where my focus is.
Yes, because there's so many. Just make sure on each Instagram account that you're not using the same hashtags.
Yes.
Okay, because then they'll be getting messages from you from 2 different accounts with the same hashtag. So you want to use different hashtags to target different people on each account so that your hashtags will be congruent with your message on each one. You want to narrow the target audience so that the people that come to you are targeted leads. Now, Fon, in your case, I told you did a no-no because you did something to get followers, which was a like for a like. Now, when you go out and get cheap traffic like that, you are not going to get sales from it because they're not a target audience. And that's the reason why you never want to go to Fiverr and say you want to buy, they say they'll give you 1 million views, 1 million visitors. I would never even expect 1 sale from something like that because they're not a targeted audience. It's a waste of time, money, effort to ever try to get that kind of traffic.
Okay, I see. I now understand.
Because they're not targeted. You could have 100 targeted people who will be interested in what you have. Quality people, rather than having 1 million people who aren't even going to look at what you have.
I see.
Right? It's very important. It's same with likes on your fan page. Some people go out and they buy likes. And they buy followers. It's like, why? These people are never going to support your business. So it's important that they follow you. Okay. A list of hashtags we could use? Oh, that depends. The best thing to do is go into the search function inside Instagram, and you can search by hashtag. You can see what all the popular hashtags are. So if you find one that relates exactly to what you are saying in your message, use it. Do a hashtag search, see what's popular, and then maybe search for other people in the same market. It might be someone who has 200,000 followers or 100,000 followers. You can target their followers as well. And you can do that through automation in Follow Liker, which is in the advanced training. So meanwhile, I want to critique your Instagram accounts and make sure they are okay. Like you've done your 3. I'm going to look at yours, Fon, and I'm going to get back to you on those. And Jenna, I'll look at yours too if you can send them to me. And Richard, do you have any Instagram accounts? Richard? Richard, do you have any Instagram accounts?
Yeah, I've listed them there for you.
Okay, in the chat?
I've got 2.
Okay, can you put it in the Messenger and Facebook and I'll check them out for you?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, what is, I have 2, oh, okay, I see there. I was checking out this training and this is awesome. What I do is I have a link on my Instagram which goes to my free ebook. And let me automate, add them to my autorespond. Okay, yeah, that's good, Jeff. You should have at least 3 Instagram accounts to start. So Jeff, you have one going to your ebook. That's also a good idea. But give me the account name that you have, because you want to make the message stand out to make them want to click on that ebook in the first place. Okay, you want to make it interesting enough to get them to click on that ebook and then to click on your offer. Understood. Okay, yeah. So I can progress further with the Instagram training with you, but meanwhile, the most important thing is you have at your fingertips what every marketer needs. You don't need to spam anyone with your link, because that won't work if you're just posting links out there. The best thing to do is connect with people on Facebook, look at their profiles, see what they're doing. Are they making mistakes? Advise them to put a proper banner. Ask them if they would be open to receiving some free advice that breaks the ice, and they'll always say yes. So once you tell them, okay, your Facebook cover needs to be not businessy on your profile, it needs to be something inspirational or something that resonates with you. They need to have a profile picture that shows their face, because people need to know, like, and trust you before they'll buy from you. They should not have anyone else posting on their page, because if you let other people post on your page all these spammy messages of buy this and join this, it makes it look like you're promoting that, and you don't want people to see that. Plus, you don't want people to click on links that other people are posting on your wall, which will take them away to some other offer. So if you can approach people with that free advice, they're going to be open to receiving more. And then you can say, you know what? I have a lot more of the advice for you in free training that you can check out here. Then they'll be more likely to check the free link. If you start by giving value, they'll be more open to looking at what you have to give them. It's such a difference in how people will react to you and will take a look at it, as opposed to just spamming your link. That's one of the worst things you can do, is just throw them your link. They won't look at it. Stop. So you want a targeted audience of people that you can help them and give them advice, and then they'll be open to clicking on your link. And that's the strategy I've been using 90% of the time. I help people first, and then I help them more by giving them, the link to the business. And once they see what's possible, of course they want to join, because they want to make that same income too. And it starts with the first one, and then it builds up, the second one, and the third one, and then it builds. I mean, that's exactly what I did. And now there's 38 of you here. Well, not on this meeting, but it grows, and people are receptive to the value and the help. Now, the other key here is that the key is this doesn't work in every industry, because you have to have something that will help them. So not only do we have a good strategy of attracting people and helping them, but we have a business that's going to help them as well. You have to have a good offer. You just can't have something that looks like a sales pitch to them, which is another MLM, or because they've seen all that. They don't want to buy products and carry inventory. But if you can show them a way they can grow their business, whether it's an MLM already, then they'll be more likely to want to see what you have to offer.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Is it Jana?
Jana.
Jana.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Question. Are you trying to target people in your current MLM business?
Honestly, I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to figure out what I'm doing. So,
no, I love that answer. It's great. It's perfect.
Yep.
I'm asking that because that would be a very, very good start. By you not knowing, it would be really good to target people in your business, because it's a great start. Number one, you know that they're in business to try to get more business. And I was just talking to somebody about this the other day. And what's unfortunate is that there's a lot of network marketing and MLM companies that are great. They have wonderful products, but people are turned off because they don't know how to market. So
Right.
because you already have access to, and after you go through those 7 steps and you see how this could help any business or anybody market their business, I think that would be the absolutely perfect start for you to start. And then you can see how you can help people that's relatable, that's in your current business.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. And that's probably what attracted me to this, was just mainly how to market what I'm already doing.
Mhm.
Yeah, without turning people off. Because I did the spam. I've been in it for about a year and a half, so I did all the spammy stuff. And yeah, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I can tell you that this is how I started, because I have a personal brand myself, and I started with the tools that we're using to market my brand online too. So
Okay.
from business owner to business owner, it just works. And then when you tap into their struggles, because you know their struggle, I think that'd be a good stumping ground for you to learn, get to know, and so forth and so forth. You know, you get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Exactly. That's the very important part. Tap into their struggles, because you have what they need to help them with their struggles.
Yeah.
And when you go through that free training, you will see how much it can help you. You will have so many aha moments when you're going through the Techademics free training, even for the Instagram account, for the engagement on Facebook. Because Chris Record and Peter Sorensen, the members in there, you know, they've got it. They know what works. You know, and some people think, oh, you know, this training, that training, this training, that training, it's all the same. It's not. These guys have got what it takes. They know what works. And if you listen to the way they do it, then you get results. It's like you listen to the people getting results and you model after them, and you do it. You find a way of doing exactly what they're doing, and you get results.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Richard, you look like you're about to say something.
Well, it's just the idea that we're also we're initially able to add 9 income streams to everybody's business and personal portfolios. Where can you find that anywhere else? And then to get the free, and it's a free offer now, so there should be no resistance to anybody wanting to check out the information, and then just getting themselves plugged in and finding out for themselves just how valuable this is and how much it's been able to help each one of us. You can do testimonials as you're having all these ahas, or you're having these breakthroughs, and people start to look at this, and then all of a sudden they want to know just exactly what it is and say, I learned all this for free. Can you believe this?
Exactly. That's a great idea.
And then you're able to tie in high-end packages like the Techademics into this whole program. So eventually all your ahas become their ahas, and you don't know where they're at financially. A lot of these people might say, look, I'm ready to jump forward and take advantage of these things because I know it'll springboard my business so much faster, and I'm learning from the masters, and I can focus so much better now on the information, so I can learn it, apply it, and then also pass it on to the other people and teach it. So, and by pointing them into this training. So yeah, I'm excited.
Very important point that I also wanted to talk about. As you learn something, it is very important to learn, do, and teach. So even if it's the smallest thing that you've learned that day, do a little video. Now, if you're afraid of doing videos, I can teach you how to do your first video in a fearless way. There is a software called Screencast-O-Matic, and it's free. And it will record your screen so that you can point out things to train them, and then a little tiny picture of you in the corner. So if you're too afraid, I don't mean too afraid, or you're too self-conscious to be seen out there, or nervous in the beginning, you do this, your little square in the bottom, you can hardly notice yourself. So then it takes away the fear of speaking and explaining things. Mm-hmm. So that's how I got started. I used Screencast-O-Matic. I learned something, and then I'd go do a Screencast-O-Matic to teach it. And then I post it on YouTube and I post it on Facebook, and then people see it. I guarantee you there's people out there that may not know what you learned that day. So there's going to be some people that you can reach with your video. Yeah. So then I progressed to doing it normally, but I still do Screencast-O-Matic screencast-o-matic videos occasionally. And it's a good way to get over your fear of doing videos. And it's very important that you put yourself out there, because the more you put yourself out there and do videos, the more people will get to know you.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that.
Right, and a good simple format to use in doing videos is, typically you want to grab their attention real fast. So it's just a little bit about yourself, what it is you have for them, and what it can do for them.
Mm-hmm.
A call to action after that, after you get through all of that. And then that way you don't have to make them long, but at the same time, just help move them along to the next step, which is ultimately getting them to the free information.
Yes. And see, most people are afraid to do a video because they say they don't know what to say. The trick is to not say too much. You don't need to say too much because Vic covers everything in his video.
Yeah.
So you just want to tell them that you can even watch my video, my little 1 or 2 minute video. You want to tell them how you can help them, and you don't want to say too much. Any Richard.
Another nice thing you can do is at the end of it is also, because of the way we're going to be notified of all the new people as they come in, we can also let them know that, you know what, after you go through the information, I'll personally give you a call within 24 hours to answer any questions you may have, and just reassure them that they just need to get through it. And then that way you'll be in touch, and that'll also lend another piece of personalized touch. And then you can have a group set up, like I just learned from my upline, where I've set up my own tech Facebook group that then can put them in, and then the information that I'm getting, I'm actually putting into my group to share with them, to also teach them, so then they can also do the same type, they can model after the same thing, so that we all start getting our group of basically working with 100 core people apiece, and then allowing them to get their core 100 apiece, and the rest of our lives will be taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just builds and builds and gets stronger and stronger, all the streams of income. And that's what Vic is going to be doing for us too. He's going to be, over time, adding more streams of income to the 4% back office, which is nice because, I mean, it adds up over time. A certain number of members with GetResponse and ClickFunnels. And, I mean, these tools are necessary for any marketer to get the word out there worldwide. ClickFunnels, I give my team members my share code to my funnels that are converting. So in the beginning, instead of just taking the share code from Vic, I can give you mine and you can personalize it. And again, I can walk you through that, later once you get to that spot. But ClickFunnels allows you to use share codes where you never have to build your own funnels. And they're so nice as well, and they're customizable, and it's easy to use. And then you can use it for everything. I have a capture page for so many things. I made a downloadable PDF for Instagram tips, and you can do it for an ebook. And then all you've got to do is clone your funnel and change the words, and you've got a new one. So ClickFunnels is really easy to use. Just fun, just so you know as well, in ClickFunnels, there is, at the top of the dashboard, there's 3 videos, 1, 2, and 3, beginner videos. They're only like 10 minutes long. I suggest watching the first 2.
Yes.
The first 2 will give you the basics in ClickFunnels to help you, because that's the only 2 I watched, and I was off and running when I joined ClickFunnels. Let me just...
I understand.
T-shirt.
Oh, the name of the app for making easy screen videos. So it's called Screencast-O-Matic. I'll type it here. Screencast-O-Matic. Okay, so just Google that. It's free.
Screencast-O-Matic. Okay.
Yes, it's free.
Okay.
And so, yeah, you just record what you've learned with your voice. You don't even have to show your face. Or you can have your face as a little tiny square in the bottom right-hand corner. So it makes it a lot easier. Let me see the other questions. list of hashtags. Yeah, you can search hashtags. Search everything that you can think of, keywords that pertain to your business. Whether it's the name of your MLM, you can use that as a hashtag. Whether it's what you can do for them, whether it's free training. Be creative when you're reaching the people that you want to reach. Let's see what else here. Okay, now I think that I've covered almost everything. Can you think of anything else, Misty? Any more questions?
What I was going to say, Sandra, and I think it'd be good to kind of move and kind of sync together is, and I'm with you guys too. If you haven't gone through those 7 steps, I mean, some of that will just get you set up and started right away. So some of the things we're talking about, we can implement, and then that way some of the stuff is not going over some heads, and so we're all on the same page. Because what I would like to see happen, and I know Sandra would agree, is that once we discuss like Instagram, like you can hop right over to Instagram because you've already done the whole 7-step process. So what we don't want to do, and we've done it, trust us, we've been on information overload, and it's like when you get to information, and then by the time we get off the call, you're like, where do I start? Now, what do I do? Yeah, so just get that 7-step done, and then by the time you're done with those 7 steps, next week we'll, have more information, then we can have some things you can implement from there.
Right. Yep, we'll do this again next Thursday. And eventually what we're going to do, if you can start inviting people to these meetings, we won't start it yet, but if you can get yourself set up to the point where you're ready to start inviting people, you can invite people to these meetings, and Misty and I will talk to them for you. Tell them all about the business and why they should join and what we can do for them. So if you have someone on the fence post that doesn't quite know if they want to join yet and you want to invite them, we will hold a special meeting for you to invite your people to, where we can explain it to them more so that they'll want to join.
Okay.
So
Thank you so much.
Well, okay. Okay, everybody. I think that's it, unless anyone has some questions. That's it for now. We've been going an hour, I think. Is the journey about to start at 6 p.m.? Who said that? Richard.
Yes.
Journey. You know what? I'm not sure, Richard. I know we're in different time zones. So I'm not sure.
Request.
Huh?
It's usually 6 o'clock my time, so that's the reason why I asked. So that's why I figured it might be the right time EST.
Okay, because I'm 9 o'clock p.m. EST right now.
I think that's what time it starts things.
Okay, so we'll go check.
Yeah.
And Jana's going to do her 7 steps.
Yes.
And let me know when you're done. And I'll check the Instagram accounts and critique them for you guys.
Great.
And just remember, target your audience, get good leads. Don't do like for like and free traffic. It's not worth it.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Soon, okay? Okay.
Yes.